bright matte yellow look? Dark skin girl? Yeah, right. No. Yeah, right. Welcome to Brown Betty's, proving to you every day that brown girls can wear color too. Like this look? Want this look? Let's get into this look. Alright guys, let's start with these brows. First we're going to clean them up and brush them out with a nice spoolie brush, and we're going to be getting into our Anastasia Dipbrow just to fill out these brows and keeping them looking as natural as possible with a nice angle brush, and that's how we're going to start. Now to apply a thin layer of shadow insurance, we want to make sure that the shadow that we're going to apply does not crease, does not fade, crack, and it stays exactly where we want it. Because the look is so bright, we're going to be using the MAC paint stick in pure white as a base for the shadow. This is going to ensure that our shadow really pops. Goal is to try to apply this product as evenly as possible so you have an even application of your eyeshadow. Now the first shadow we're going to use is from the BH Cosmetic 120 color palette, and that's just going to be like a icy lime green. And we're just going to be applying that to the very inner corner of the eye, concentrating it a lot to make sure that the color really stands out. I'm using a small pencil brush from Eco Tools to apply this product. Now for our crease, we'll be using the SugarPill Burning Heart palette, the color Love. Very, very lightly, okay? I even picked up too much on my brush that time. I had to shake some off. We're going to go back and forth in a sweeping motion so lightly in the crease area. The biggest thing about this look, to really be able to pull it off such a bright color, it's gonna be blending, and we don't want to make anything too harsh. We want to make everything really seamless. into the same palette, we're going to be using Buttercupcake. That's going to be our matte yellow, okay? Now with a flat Sonia Kashuk brush, I'm going to be heavy picking up this product and apply it to the base of my lid. In a heavy patting motion. For the crease, we were sweeping. For the lid, we are patting this product on because we really want to apply it heavily so it really shows up. Going to be bringing this yellow up into the crease, but not on the crease. Now we're going to take our big fluffy Sonia Kashuk fluffer shader brush, and we're going to just be sweeping back and forth with that crease, trying to blend that out. No product on the brush, just one of these sweeping motion, trying to make the yellow and the red meet. Now you're going to see me do this a lot. Just reapply, reapply, blend, and reapply until I, as well as you, if you're trying to mimic this look, get the desired look you're going for, okay? So now I'm just going to go right back in with that yellow, and now I'm going to blend again with some of the red because I really want that red to look natural. Later you're going to see me add another color on that. Now I'm going to hit that lower lash line with the remainder of the pure white paint stick that I had from applying it to my eyelid as the shadow base. With my pencil brush, I'm just going to mimic the colors that I have at the top of the eye on the lower lash line. So that's going to start with that icy green from the BH Cosmetic palette. That's going to go in the inner corner of the eye. Sending out the yellow in the middle of the lower lash line. And now just applying a very light touch of that red to the outer corner of the eye. And gonna blend all of that together until it becomes really seamless and the colors just look like they mesh into one another. MAC white eyeliner in the waterline. Now I'm just taking a nude shade for my complexion from the BH Cosmetic palette just to blend out that lower lash line with all those bright colors. Loreal Palette's Infallible eyeliner and the color black. I'm gonna just be tracing the lower lash, my very tightly to my lash line. I'm not gonna really do my whole thick black line yet. I just really want to outline for when I go in and I do my really nice thick black eyeliner, okay? One swipe of mascara. Some might say, why'd you do the mascara and you're going to continue to add eyeshadow? I really want to see what my look is going to look like, so my mascara makes my eyes pop and I really can see where I'm really going for. Now I'm going to go back into that icy green from the BH Cosmetic palette and retouch up that inner corner. Blend that green into the red as well as the yellow. So it's in the inner corner, but we're going to continue to bring it out to meet the other colors. Concentrating on that yellow with my pencil brush. Just really want that to look smooth, and I really want that color to really pop. This is the nude color I use for the lower lash line from the BH Cosmetic 120 color palette. I'm going to be going in there with my small Sonia Kashuk shader brush, and I'm going to really concentrate on the crease where the red and the yellow meets, and I'm going to blend that all the way out with the small brush to make it seem really flawless and natural as much as possible. You see, we want the red to just reflect some color in the face, but we really want it to, that yellow to go up into more of a skin tone effect, okay? Now with our L'Oreal liquid eyeliner, I'm going to really draw this line on, okay? A nice thick line with a small accent of a wing at the end. Now with a black eyeliner pencil, we're just going to make that top line meet the bottom, and we're just going to draw a nice faint black line at the lower lash line. touch up those lower lash line colors. Eyes done. Moving on to the face, we're going to start with some primer, the NYX Photo Finish Primer. A nice dime size amount. We're going to rub that all over the face, get that really into the skin. Onto some concealer. I'll be using the LA Girl Pro Concealer in the color Fawn. But first, I almost forgot, some Fix Plus, a nice spritz of Fix Plus. So now we're going to get the concealer under the eyes, we're going to get it on the forehead, on the chin, and then we're going to blend. Using my Revlon Color Stay foundation in the color Cappuccino. I really like this foundation, guys. It's really a nice natural tone for me. I know I did a highlight, so it's gonna lighten, give me a lot of light to my face, but this foundation is one of my favorites. Now, as you see, I'm putting the foundation everywhere I do not have the concealer. And then I'm just going to blend my life away. Not really touching the concealer and the foundation, but blending all of the other areas. This is like a mini contour, you know, without using a really dark, harsh foundation on the skin. Now I'll be setting my concealer with a new NYX powder I've been using. Now to set my foundation and the rest of my face, I'll be using my MAC Mineralize SkinFinish. I'm going to just be blending that all over the face, trying to make the contour blend into the rest of the face. As you see, I'm using a Eco 2 stippling brush for this. Now, because I want some more light, I'm going to be using my MAC Prep and Prime pencil in Light Boost straight down the bridge of my nose. And you're going to see me blend that really well into the skin on an upward motion up into the forehead. This is to give my nose a light contour. Now just a little dark foundation at the very tip of my nose to bring this contour together. To the blush. I've really been feeling the NYX blushes recently, and I've been swapping between cinnamon and I believe it's called Pinced, but unfortunately I don't know which one I use right now. I feel like this is Pinced because Pinced has a little bit more of a rosier color to it, and cinnamon is a little bit more of a natural orangey color. I wanted a more bronzy look to go with this yellow eyeshadow, so I'm going to be using my Maybelline powder in the Sunset Bronze. The information on this powder will be listed below. Back into my stippling brush, and I'm just going to be getting that on the edges of my hairline as well as right under the eye area, just to give a nice bronzy glow effect. Back to clean up these brows and just to overall clean up the look. Going to be using my MAC pigment in the color Naked to highlight under the brow. Going to use a nice fluffer brush from Eco Tools and just hit that right under there, and then I'm just going to buff that out with a nice fluffy brush. Now I'm going to outline the top of the brows with my Mercier concealer. Last but not least, onto the lips. And I'm going to be using a couple of colors for the lips. The first is going to be a E.L.F. lipstick, and it's called Fantasy. Now I'm just going to do that. And that's like a natural color for brown girls, like a nude color for brown girls. And I'm just going to be going on the inside of my lip with that, okay? Then I'm going to be taking the E.L.F. lipstick in the color Captivating, which is like a mauve rose color. And I'm going to be using that as like a fake liner. Just going to go everywhere I didn't originally put the first lipstick, just to give it some color. Captivating did not give me enough color, so now I'm going to be using my MAC lip pencil in the color Red to line my lips with, and then I'm just going to go right back in with that Fantasy and blend that all together to give myself a nice nude to go with these poppin' eyes. look is complete without a spritz of MAC Fix Plus. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you like the look, and I hope to see you soon. Thanks.